Hi, I'm Jonathan Parks of Jonathan's Nature Crafts, and welcome to this series where we challenge ourselves to carve a set of Santas that are of both a cosmic Santa and an Uncle Sam Santa pattern. As I had had not so much experience in carving these and kind of wanted to keep the channel going, I decided to record the series in April where I kind of did the challenge series. And each original video was of a different length and kind of just depended on what kind of time we had, what state of mind I was in, what instructions I was given at the time, and that was why they all kind of ended at different places. So whenever I ended an original video, I would kind of give a little closing remark and give a little goodbye or something at the end just to kind of signify that it was the end of that recording. But given the possibilities, it turned out that the videos were of all these different lengths and couldn't be made for enough of a series to last. And it just so happened that for the steps involved, the series had to go into August just to keep it long enough, even though it was originally recorded to show up in July as a Christmas in July series. So I decided to take all the original videos and put them into one combined video that I decided to divide up into 15 segments. So even though there may be places in the video where it may seem like I'm ending it as of where I end a certain recording, the end of the video in this series will actually be at the place where you see a big black rectangle that says in white letters, "To be continued." So, thank you for watching and hope you will enjoy the series. Meant to know them, and with everything else, we're just working into a little living space that kind of makes a piece just show a little truth to us. So, happy to know we're all here together and just like we say, do things little interesting special way just to try to get something just in its way. So finally I say that this is just kind of one of the things where we come about these arms and do the little things we got to do just to kind of get them in their good little spot, just to know that a little working in the spots can make things a little more serious being to us. And maybe just for now we get the arms in place with whatever the heck we do, and to just kind of like see what we all have to make out of a little bit of extra awesome piece of work. So sometimes I say that there's going to be a little work to come in every little piece. I'll kind of take along here, take this little place where the sleeve cuffs kind of go into the pockets of the coat and remove a little bit from there. And, you know, fancy little Santas can just be the joy of our hearts in everything we choose to make forever and ever. So I'd be happy to share so much more as we're working so much harder. And for a nice little fancy piece, I say there's just something that gets involved in every little thing that we like to do. So I say just kind of make a little carving come this way and take care of just little chips that fall in extra places. And see what this is. We got it in a fine little spot, and just for the place where the arms need to be. And maybe, just maybe, we'll kind of come along this other one and try to, take the same little steps along it. So we'll just kind of have to see just the best we can do with each piece and where it's going to take us. So I know that, you know, there's just some little things that seem to come our own way. So happy to know somebody's coming together and we're just sharing a little facts. So I got this down to where it's just in its own place, and maybe for now, I mean, there comes a time when with this other one as well, there's probably one side on which I forgot to kind of draw it along, so kind of got to just get little things in their little right places and get little jobs done in their right places, and just kind of like seeing what everything comes down to. I say sometimes we might have to work at things a little harder, to try to get them a little better in life. And for this little step or two we have to take, some things are just going to be the way they're going to be. So I could tell you all a little thing or two about what we're coming down to in this. And, you know, fine little work shall just make its own daggum way to us. And maybe there's a line or two that needs to be a little bit longer in connecting the dadgum ways, and just kind of put things in a little freaking tight little spot where we just know we got the cuff right into its own good place, and just try to like make the line go up to where we have the fine Saint Nick just to kind of work its way about us. So I tell you all that there's probably a thing or two I might have missed on this, but maybe a thing or two we might need to go back and fix. And I say that I'm hoping I'm trying to kind of get things equal on each side, just about the way they ought to be. So bear with me on this. That's what I'm trying my best to do. And so I can just kind of say that a little dadgum work shall just kind of make it so it's just going to be little what you know type of stuff. And for this little sleeve cuff, kind of come in the own place, I say probably got something a little off here with the lines. Probably was supposed to be in a different place, and sure enough, that's what I'm seeing now. So kind of got to get things in a right little spot. So finally just working this item in its own little cell for us. So, just little things we have to do over and over again to kind of get things in the right spot and shape for whatever we need something to come out to be. So, I mean, there's obviously no perfection in this world. Everything happens for a reason, and there's things we have to bear with. So, I could probably say for one little moment or two we got with this, we'll try to kind of take out the little area in front of this little arm as well and try to get it in a good little spot where it's got to be, just to try to see how things can make a little better ways to turn out for us, and just kind of you know, see what we got to make out of a nice little carving sculpture, just see how we're working along, making fancy little pieces just come right out of the scope. And I'll tell you all a little bit more as we move along with other things, but I can be proud of just a little way that some little work can turn out when I kind of put my effort and apply myself into it. So happy to know that everybody's on here to watch me and to see that one little carving sculpture can just make a fine little work for us. Sometimes, just sometimes, I've kind of got to watch the time on here, see what kind of time I'm taking, but I know one thing for sure, that there's going to be some steps we got to take along here just to kind of see how this might go. And I'm just about kind of coming so close to getting something done and seeing what we're going to make of it, and so much we can just be proud of when a little bitty extra type of work just comes right out of a good piece and makes it so we just see, oh, the brightness of the image. So happy to know, for those of you who come along, hope I'm doing a good show for you all, and want to always kind of try to do more, make it a better show for you all. And if there's anything you'd like to see me carve, just feel free to let me know. And I say, with just what we're doing here, we can kind of see how much better a little channel can come along when we make our way with the things that we do. So finally, it's just kind of a little work that makes a good thing for us to work about and do about in little things, I say. So finally, I'll tell you all a little more as more gets done and more gets worked in. So finally, I say, just everything is going to be good here for right now, and I'm just grateful that we're getting so far along. So I just want to thank you all again for coming on and watching, and appreciate you all so much. We'll have a little more to share in this challenge as the series goes on. And for what I'm seeing now, I mean, it could go on into August. We don't know just yet how that's going to be, because right now I'm in the recording process as I speak. So thank you all for watching, and hope to share with you all a whole lot more. Well, I will just kind of make a little mention here about just other little things I'm coming on to kind of make a little something of, and that for all things, we just kind of worked on just the basics of the arms for this little Cosmic Santa pattern, just to get that part of it started, and just kind of get a little something done where we can just kind of get into these Uncle Sam Santas as well. Try to get a little cut done right in the middle where we make the little shirt that's in the middle of the blazer, where the blazer comes out, and just try to like get something in a little place there and just see whatever the heck we can do with this, I say. Finally, just working a little magic out of ourselves, you know, getting all the past times out of our lives and just, you know, I say, just trying to find the right little line on which to cut, because more than one line has been made here, as you can see here, and just a little step we got to take just to kind of get a little something in its right place. And so finally just put something in and maybe just see how good a little arm or something can just come out of a great piece, you know, and just do the little things we need it to see or do, and kind of make it so it's going to be a fine symbol of Santa in a patriotic way. So we might as well just get the same little cut made along this little place too, and just kind of get a little something right in, and just, you know, try to like, you know, we just kind of did a little something strange there. We probably chipped a little too much off, but I can say with